Hello everyone, I am Sparsa Diswa studying at grade 9 at Vincent Adarsh Secondary School. Today we are going to talk about something really cool, how math is all around us in nature. We will talk about three ideas of maths, sets, statistics and geometry, and see how they help us understand the world we live in. Let's get started. First, let's talk about set. A set in math is just a group of things. For example, the trees behind me make up a group of sets. But if I want to be more specific, I could divide them into smaller set or subset. There are some bamboo trees, some are pine trees, and some are oak trees. Look at these flowers. The whole field can be a set of flowers, but we could make smaller set, like a set of yellow flowers and a set of purple flowers. Sets help us group things, like we do in nature. So, set helps us organize things in nature like flowers, trees, or animals so we can understand them better. We can group them by their type, color, or where they live, just like we did here. Next, let's talk about statistics. Statistics is just about looking at numbers and patterns. In nature, scientists use statistics to understand things like how many animals live in an area or how tall trees grow. For example, look at this village. You might count how many houses are there, and that's collecting data. Once you have data, you can figure out important things like the average, which is a number that tells you what's typical in a group. For example, scientists can find the average number of people living in this village. Statistics also helps us see how things change over time. For example, by tracing out how many birds come in this village each year, scientists can predict if the population will grow or shrink in the future. Another important part of statistics is probability, which helps us guess how something how likely something is to be happen. For example, what are the chances of raining tomorrow? Or what are the chances of spotting a certain animal in this jungle? Now let's look at geometry. Geometry is a part of math that study shapes and nature is full of beautiful shapes. One great example is honeycomb. Bees makes honeycomb using hexagons or six-sided shape. Why honeycombs? Because they help in filling up space without wasting any room or materials. Flowers and leaves often have symmetry, which means they look the same on both parts. If you cut a leaf into half, the both shapes look alike, and that's all the part of geometry. Nature love using these shapes because they are beautiful and often help plants grow and animals survive. So, as you can see, math is not just something we learn in the classroom. It's all around us, in the trees, the animals, and the shapes of the world. Statistics helps us to understand and predict. Set allow us to group and categorize. Geometry describes the shapes and patterns of the world. Math truly is the language of the nature.